In a well-known and popular restaurant renowned for its delicious food and exceptional service, there worked a young waiter named Igor. He had only been employed there for a few months, but in that time, he had proven himself to be reliable, friendly, and dedicated. His quick learning and work ethic earned him the trust of both his colleagues and customers alike. One evening, during the busy dinner rush, an elderly woman named Galina entered the restaurant with her husband. The couple placed their order and everything proceeded like a typical evening. But then, in the middle of their conversation, Galina suddenly began to cough violently. She gasped for air, her face turning pale. She was choking. The other waiters froze for a moment, unsure of what to do, but Igor quickly assessed the situation. Without hesitation, he rushed to her side. He immediately recognized the gravity of the situation. Galina was struggling to breathe, and something needed to be done fast. Igor, with the calm composure of someone who had been trained for such emergencies, gently took her by the shoulders and told the surrounding guests not to panic. He performed the Heimlich maneuver, the necessary first aid, with confidence and precision. After a tense few moments, Galina managed to cough out the obstruction, and she began breathing normally again. A few minutes later, she was sitting in a chair, looking much better and breathing easily. She thanked Igor for saving her life, still recovering from the shock. As the scene settled, the restaurant administrator Pavel walked in. Pavel was known for his strictness, his passion for rules, and his unbending discipline. Seeing the situation, Pavel's expression softened, but instead of offering his own help, he turned sharply toward Igor. "Are you crazy?" Pavel exclaimed. "How could you abandon your duties, abandon your clients, and involve yourself in something that isn't your responsibility? We're running a restaurant here, not a hospital." Igor stood frozen, surprised by Pavel's reaction. To him, helping a person in need seemed like the obvious and humane thing to do. He couldn't understand why Pavel would be upset. Meanwhile, Galina, now fully recovered, felt a strange sense of calm return. She thanked Igor again, but before she could fully regain her composure, she noticed that someone was looking at her. The man standing beside her introduced himself as the owner of the restaurant. He had been watching the situation closely from the beginning. The man turned to Pavel, his expression changing from neutral to one of clear frustration. "Pavel, I've been watching. You didn't do anything while Igor was the only one who acted to help my wife. What did you do? You let the situation escalate. Instead of helping, you even criticized him. This is unacceptable." Pavel's face turned pale as realization dawned on him. The woman he had just assumed was a regular guest was, in fact, the wife of the restaurant's owner. He tried to stammer an excuse, but there was no use. His earlier behavior was indefensible. Galina looked at Igor with gratitude and a warm smile. "You saved my life," she said, "and I'm proud to know that someone like you works at our restaurant. I can't let this go unnoticed." Igor, still in shock, was even more stunned when the owner turned to him. "You showed great courage and kindness today," he said. "Starting tomorrow, you will be the new administrator of this restaurant. As for Pavel," the owner gestured to the now silent administrator, "he's been fired." Igor felt an overwhelming sense of pride and relief wash over him. The sense of duty that had motivated him to act in the heat of the moment had now led to an unexpected reward. Pavel's face was filled with rage and disbelief, but it was too late. He had lost the battle for compassion and human decency. His love for rules had blinded him to what truly mattered. From that day on, Igor became the new administrator of the restaurant. Under his leadership, the restaurant flourished, not just because of its exceptional food, but because it was a place where kindness, respect, and responsibility were valued above all else. And so, this small act of kindness had changed the course of Igor's life, and the future of the restaurant, forever. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring tales like this.